So now that we have our data in a table, it's time to create a pivot table. Now, when it comes to creating pivot tables, there are two places you can go on the ribbon. Go to the Insert ribbon, and notice we have a pivot table button just here. Or alternatively, on the Table Design ribbon, we have a Summarize with Pivot Table button. Now, I'm going to go back to the Insert ribbon because I just want to highlight another little option that we have here, and that is Recommended Pivot Tables. Now, recommended pivot tables is really useful if maybe you're not quite as confident creating pivot tables from scratch. If we click this button, what Excel is going to do is open up a pane on the right hand side, and it's going to take a look at our data and then suggest some pivot table report layouts. So it's suggesting to me different types of analysis I could do with this data. So you can see here, the first one at the top is profit by country, unit price and product. So it's going to list the countries out, the product, and then show me the total of the price. Alternatively, we could summarize by profit, gross sales by month name. So there we can see the month names, the sum of the profit, and the sum of the gross sales. Now notice under each of these, if I did decide that I wanted to use one of these, I could insert into a new sheet or an existing sheet. So if I click on New Sheet just here, you can see it's going to place that into a brand new worksheet. And we now have a base to start working from. Now in this case, we don't want to do this summary, so I am going to delete out this worksheet and close down this pane. But just remember that Recommended Pivot Tables is there available to you on the Insert ribbon. What we're going to do is create a pivot table from scratch because that's really going to help us understand how pivot tables work. Now notice here we have a little drop down underneath pivot table because there are numerous different data sources that we could create a pivot table from. Now we're creating ours from a table or a range that's already in our worksheet. It's this one just here. So we're going to use this first option. But it's worth noting that we could also choose to create a pivot table from an external data source. So maybe you have a data set saved off into another Excel file, or maybe you want to create a pivot table from data that you have in a text file, something like that. So you can explore option number 2. And then finally, we could use Power BI to create our pivot tables. Now, this is way outside the scope of this course, so we're not going to touch on that at all. What we're going to do is choose from Table Range, and it's going to pop open this little window just here. So the first thing it's going to ask us to select is the table or range that we want to use in our pivot table report. Now notice that it's already picked up my table that I named sales data. And if you take a look around the outside of the dataset, you can see these marching ants just highlighting the range that it's going to use. We then need to choose where we want the pivot table to be placed, on a new worksheet or on an existing worksheet. Now, something I always recommend to people is that you keep your data source and any pivot table reports and charts that you create on separate worksheets. If I was to put my pivot table report to the side of this data set, it all just gets a little bit messy and complicated. So I always choose New Worksheet. Let's click on OK. Now what's going to happen here is it's going to create a new sheet. You can see it's called Sheet 1 at the bottom, and we have a blank pivot table report. It hasn't got anything in it as yet. But also notice on the right hand side we have a pane open up, and remember you can pick up this pane and drag it over here if that's a little bit easier for you. This is a resizable pane that we can just drag out to make a little bit larger. We can also drag these areas up and down to see more or less of these fields. And if you want to drag this back and dock it, you can simply just drag it over to the right hand side and it will snap into place. Now what we can see in this pivot table fields area are all of the fields from our data source. So these are effectively all of the column headings from our original data source over here. So everything that we have in row 1. And then underneath where we have our pivot table fields, we have 4 areas: filters, columns, rows, and values. And the idea behind a pivot table is that we can grab any of these fields and drag them down into one of these 4 rows to build our pivot table report. So let's do something really basic first of all. I'm going to grab the region field and I'm going to drop it down into rows. Notice what happens when I let go. It's going to pick all of the regions, and this is a unique list of the regions, out of the data source and put them into the rows in the pivot table. I could then grab the product field and drop it into columns, and it's going to list all those products across the top. I can then choose what I want to summarize by. So what information am I interested in seeing? Maybe I want to see a summary of the gross sales. Let's try that first of all. I'm going to grab the gross sales field and drop that down into values. And we can now very quickly see the gross sales by region and by product. If I was just interested in seeing the gross sales by region, I can remove product from columns simply by dragging it outside. So if my boss comes to me and says he wants to know what the gross sales total is for the European region, it's really easy for me to see. Also notice we have a filters area down here, so maybe instead of dragging product to columns, I put product in the filters area. What that's going to do is add a little drop down at the top here, so if I'm interested in specific products, I can just select them from the list. And if I want to select multiple items, I have a little checkbox just here. I can say I'm only interested in seeing the gross sales by region for these two products. Click on OK, and the sum of the gross sales will update. Once again, if we want to remove that, we can simply drag the field out of filters. Another thing to notice is that when we clicked in our pivot table report, we get two additional ribbons: Pivot Table Analyze and Pivot Table Design. So these ribbons contain all of the commands, all of the features that we're going to need to really make our pivot table report come alive. And we're going to be diving into both of these ribbons throughout the balance of this section. But that's how you create a very basic pivot table. Join me in the next lesson where we're going to take a look at pivoting the fields.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.